Dean Sausage, they're in the kitchen this morning, Back 40 beer. Look at that. Gentlemen, what are we doing today?
Tom's making a sausage bread pudding that I can't wait to try. And then we've got a favorite breakfast casserole that's ready for your Easter Sunday morning. You want to go ahead and have a nice breakfast.
Yes.
You can get everything ready the night before and then put it in the oven before you go to church and not make a big mess and be ready to go.
I have never heard of sausage bread pudding. I'm excited about this.
That's going to be good.
Welcome back to the show. We've got Hugh Miller and Tom Hope in our kitchen. They're from Dean Sausage and Back 40 Beer, and today we're making a tasty breakfast casserole. Welcome back.
Listen, this breakfast casserole was such a favorite last year. We had so many compliments. I had a lot of phone calls. Just people say, well, I really love that. And I wanted to just show the ingredients are really simple. We got cheese, we got eggs, we got sausage, we got grits and butter and milk. Got a little water to it and a little salt and pepper. And it's really a simple thing to make. We've already put it together to show you how it's going to look. And what you can do, you can prepare this the night before, put it in the refrigerator, and when you get up in the morning to start getting ready, turn the oven on, get it going, put it in there, and 45 minutes later, you're ready to have breakfast. So if you're getting ready to go to church on Easter Sunday or something like that, you got a lot of family in town, you'll be set up and ready to go without making a big mess in the kitchen on Easter morning.
Nice. And of course, we're not going to drink a beer before we go to church, but you could if you wanted to.
A little bit doesn't hurt.
I should say I'm not going to,
Fair
but
enough.
I will after. How about that?
Fair enough.
Just to be fair. But what would you pair with this?
With the grits, I'd probably go with our truck stop honey, or especially if it was a brunch, our Cuban coffee stout. It just kind of ties you back into breakfast, has that flavor hook there with the coffee.
Because really, you can eat this any time of day.
Oh, sure.
I love to have breakfast for dinner, like a lot of the time.
Brenner's about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
That's a favorite at the Miller House.
And so this recipe is on your website.
That's it. That is.
And would you suggest using mild or hot?
It's all a matter of preference. You can spice it up and put a little extra black pepper in there if you want. Of course, with the hot sausage, that's going to help. The grits are really going to kind of even out the total flavor profile, so you're not going to get overdone any way you go. But every time we do this, we think, boy, this is good.
Well, it certainly smells good in the kitchen.
Well, it helps having somebody like Tom who really knows what he's doing.
It's awesome. And so remind everyone at home where you're located.
It's www.deansausage.com. And we're located in Attala in Etowah County. Back 40 Beers in downtown Gadsden in Etowah County. So we get to come to town and play with y'all every once in a while.
So you have any events coming up? I know sometimes y'all have stuff over there.
Yes, next week we have our big downtown Gadsden St. Patrick's Day crawl, pub crawl. So it starts at the brewery and then we'll end at a new restaurant out there, Harp and Clover. It was a lot of fun last year. We did this year we're just doing it again, and I'm excited that it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, y'all, what are we going to do in the next segment?
We'll be doing a sausage bread pudding. That's an adaptation of an Emerald recipe, a little bit southern, north-south twisted with some beer in it. So it'll be really tasty.
All righty then.
We've got to take a quick break to the kitchen. Ebony is standing by.
I'm getting choked up over here. It's the spice.
The spice is cooking right now.
It is cooking. Okay, so what are you working on now?
So now we're starting to prepare the sausage bread pudding we talked about the last segment. I've been browning off my sausage, and normally I'd want to add my vegetables here when there's still a little bit of pink in the meat. But so I've just got an onion here and about 2 to 3 stalks of celery I've chopped up. So we're just going to add those to our sausage mixture, and that's going to be the nice savory part of the bread pudding here. All right, just a quick little stir here so it can cook evenly.
So you've been sausage for a good bit.
Well, yeah, just kind of waiting for the next segment to come up.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna let that cook down together, and just those 3 ingredients right there create a tremendous flavor. So coming over here to create our mixture for the bread pudding, we're gonna use 5 eggs. It's kind of going to bind everything together here.
And I see you already have your bread over here too.
Yeah, I already cut up, it's about 3/4 of a loaf roughly. 8 cups is kind of the goal you're going to. It's perfect if you've got an extra loaf of bread just laying around that you're not going to use. This is a great use for it, it's a delicious use for it. So in addition to that, I'm going to add 3 cups of milk.
Okay, we got 30 seconds.
And another addition, adaptation here for our recipe, of course, is to add the beer.
You got to add the beer.
So I'm going to add just a cup of beer, which leaves a little bit for me to enjoy. And this beer adds an incredible alternative flavor to the heavy cream. Just really deep malty flavors that come through really strong in the end.
Okay, I'm getting a wrap.
So what we're going to do is we're going to combine this with the bread there. I'm going to add 4 ounces of shredded cheese, garlic, my mixture here. I'm going to season this with salt and pepper. I'm going to combine it all, let it set in the fridge for about 30 minutes,
Okay.
and then bake it in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes.
Oh, it's going to be really good.
And we're back.
Hi, hi, hi. It's time to eat. We're in the kitchen. And are we ready?
Yeah,
Back 40
absolutely.
beer,
Absolutely.
Dean's.
I got my eye on you,
She's
Bill.
on it, man. She knows what's good.
And
The
Bill
stu-
wants to get me eating.
Woo!
This is what he's always trying to
the
get.
stuff on
we're
the
talking
front,
about
got
in
the cheese
Alabama,
on it. That's the breakfast casserole, and then the stuff on the back's got a little more bread to it. That's the bread pudding, and that's some good
Breads are
stuff.
good.
How can people get more information?
It's on www.deansausage.com. Both recipes are available on the website. And of course, all these things are available at your local retailer, Back 40 Beer and Dean Sausage.
Back 40 beer.
Wait, you
Back
made the
40
sausage and all that?
In the barn.
Yep.
If I lived
From the
here, you
rooter
know how
to
big
the
I would
tutor.
be.
This is the source right here.
We hook you up.
Have
We'll
a
see y'all
great
next
weekend.
week.
Bye.
Hey.